There's a verse in Eshet Chayim which describes Chen and Yofi and contrasts them. Sheker hachen vehevel hayofi. Chen is a lie, and Yofi, very transient. That contrast actually is extremely significant on Channukah. Channukah is the holiday of Chen. Chino ko is actually what the word can be divided into, meaning his Chen is right here. Yochanan, Chashmonai, the whole reality of the 8 being the first letter of the word Chen. There's a lot of remazim about Channukah that have to do with that word, and it actually defines a very important point for us to distinguish between us and the Greeks. The Jewish people are called the Yod'ei Chen. They're the ones who know Chen. Yaakov Avinu, when he distinguishes himself from Esav, is talking about Chanani Elokim, God has given me Chen. These are the children that Hashem Chanan Oti with them. He talks about, I hope that I'll find Chen in your eyes. It's a word that Esav, who represents Rome and its relationship also with Greece, never uses, because Chen is a very particular and unique element to what the Jewish people brings. And it's a word that's actually impossible to translate into English, and there's reasons for that, because Lashon HaKodesh has Chen, but it has to do with a kind of a personal charm and an attractiveness. You know, the thing which holds a couple together, the Torah says, is Chen. V'hayayim lo timtza chen be'einav. If a woman and a man lose the Chen that's between them, that's in his eyes and that she's exuding and that she's experiencing with him, then it's time for divorce. Chen is something which has no real rhyme or reason to it. It's like we first see it in the beginning of the Chumash when God finds Noach to be a man of Chen, and we're not told why. It's just a matter of something which, in another word in Lashon HaKodesh, chinam, it just comes of its own. The kind of a connection with something which is Chen is, on a certain level, the opposite of that which is Yofi. Yofi is beauty, but in the sense of something which is definable, it's measurable, you can establish this is fitting the aesthetic rules, that's violating the aesthetic rules. Yofi might bring people together for some time, but, you know, the man and the woman being what we are, flesh, it goes away pretty quickly. It's really hevel, it's something that goes with time. But Chen is something which can't be measured, and therefore it's really a matter of the experience and the connection that's between me and the other. One of the elements of the darkness of Greece, as much as Greece brought to the planet and to civilization, is a sense of an absolute which excludes the observer and the participant from the actual realization of what beauty is. It's there, it's an absolute. And it's also so much an absolute that it doesn't really connect two people together. But Chen is the power of connection which has to do with my own personal experience. It's sheker in the sense that it's not built on some kind of an absolute and outside truth, but rather it's built on an inner reality of connection and awareness that includes the other in a kind of a passionate experience that we only have one word for, Chen. So on Channukah, I think one of the amazing things that we all probably experience, certainly those who have children or those who light with other people, it's the only time when you're actually standing next to the glowing candles and seeing everyone's face in that glow. People suddenly look more chendik when they're in the glow of the candles. That's something that's being exposed about them that's so full of life and vitality and makes us attractive to each other. So on one very simple level, right, and there's so many aspects to this holiday, the Channukah, the Chinoko, his Chen is right here, is something that I bless us all in being able to experience, discovering the Chen that's between us and each other, discovering the Chen that we can experience in our own selves, and ultimately discovering the Chen that's between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that special attractiveness and connection that we have with Him that's not built on some kind of absolute objectives, but it's built on a very personal and real connection that we have with Him. Happy Channukah. Have you all been lit and lighted with the glow and the glory of its candles.